Hello, hello.
Yes, he is.
What's up, gang? Guys,
Hi.
this is Amy Miller.
Hi, Amy Miller!
I was the only person in the history of my family to ever go to college. And thank you. I appreciate that. And when I was applying, my mom was like, this seems hard and expensive and you're never gonna use it. And look.
Yay!
Amy has come to help facilitate this potentially traumatic experience for us all. I'll let Amy explain why she potentially is the best fit for this job.
Oh, I'm interviewing now. That's good. I can hear the screams of fans going, who the fuck is this person and why is she here?
We had discussed about having a therapist facilitate this, we're gonna call it healing process.
Yes.
Then we decided that that might be too serious and we went the comedian route, and you were gonna be a social worker at one point.
Yes.
And now you're a comedian.
Because you're a double threat.
Yes. Ozzy, have you seen this show?
Never.
Never.
Neither have I. This will be the first time.
I will say I've never worked with two people, Jack and Kelly, like in my life that more of my close friends are so horny for. And it truly began with this show. Yeah.
Weird.
I just say
You've got
that,
some weird fucking friends.
Truly. One of them is my boyfriend, by the way, who like on our second date, I was like, who are your celebrity crushes? And immediately he was like, Kelly. I'm like, okay, well, now this is
Thank
happening.
you so much, making me feel so good about myself.
I just say that because if you're watching Horrified, keep in mind other people our age were having a sexual awakening while you watching you guys.
Oh my Lord!
Sorry, Sharon, but it's true.
What about them?
Yeah. If you can believe it.
Wow.
See? Well, should we get into it?
Yeah.
I think we're
Come
gonna
on.
see the intro
Okay.
and then check back in.
All right.
See how you're
doing.
feeling.
My
Yeah.
blood pressure's already
Oh
going.
no.
I'm feeling balmy right now.
It's gonna be great.
Meet the perfect American family.
Jack, stop telling people you're Ozzy Osbourne's son to get into places because you're a fucking loser.
I didn't understand one word you
I
said.
can't sit here and say, like, you know, I'm really the next Mother Teresa.
Well, I tell you what, I'm Ozzy Osbourne's wife. Now shut the fuck up and go to bed.
Fuck no.
The son.
Studies show a teenager's brain doesn't really become functional until past 10:30, I think.
The daughter.
I don't really care what people think of my hair. If they like it or not, like it's not their hair, so I don't really care. Oh, that rhymed.
And of course, the dad.
Rock and roll!
I'm not the kind of person you think I am. I'm not the Antichrist or the Iron Man.
I love you all. I love you more than life itself. You're all fucking mad.
I see some squirming a little bit.
Oh, no, there's definitely squirming on my
There's so
part.
much,
Jack's
so much
squirming.
squirming. There's so much
Oh.
squirming.
Do you
pain.
still like your hair?
No.
Okay.
It's so cute.
But all I just keep looking at it and thinking to myself is, wow, you were so young.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So young.
Yeah, that's weird.
Jack walking around in your army gear.
That has not changed, Mum. He still does that.
I love it.
Just for different reasons now.
Well, I'm curious, like, did you know what you were getting into?
No idea.
And you were being filmed 24 hours a day?
Yeah. You can't be prepared for anything like that. You
Yeah.
know, it hadn't been done.
It's kind of like a
Time
diary.
capsule.
Yeah, just paid for by MTV.
Yeah, it's a video
Fucked up
diary.
a family can get.
Well, the fucked up is why we all loved you.
People would come up to me and go, who writes your script? I'd go, God.
I feel like God's scriptwriters are on writer strike for me right now.
Satan.
Yeah, well, if you ask my childhood pastors, it was definitely the devil
Oh, yeah,
writing
definitely.
your family script. Yeah.
Okay.
Yes. Are you guys happy you did it? Even though you're being forced to watch it back?
Oh yeah, I'm happy we did it. It gave me a life that I could only dream of.
The success of this show was it blew my doors off. I thought rock and roll success was one thing, but that success was like off the Richter scale.
It's weird because the success back then there was only a handful of places to get entertainment. It was movies, it was music, it was MTV.
But nobody told me about how big he was getting. It just, I remember going down to a fair in Beverly Hills, and all these people were like freaked out. I'm going, well, why are they looking at me like this? You know?
But we also didn't understand what the ratings. We didn't understand how it worked. I can remember you having a conversation with someone, and you went, "All right, put it in terms of like album sales.
Yeah.
Like how many albums would equate to that
If this was
number?
an album, would it be a thriller? Would it be? It says 10 thrillers. I said, what?
Yeah. I imagine it's weird because people loved you, but then now they think they know you.
Yeah.
Big
Which
time.
it adds a weird vibe.
Yeah.
Now I know everything about you.
Yeah.
And that's a lot,
Yeah.
I imagine.
It was
If you think about TV, every household has one.
But you think about, but back then, right? It was cable, so there was what, like 50 channels, and then there was no internet, there was no streaming, it was radio, it was TV, it was movie, and it was music. Now we're drinking from a fire hose with media.
What convinced you to do it?
Well, the MTV, we did a thing called Cribs, which has a show.
Yes.
And that was the most requested rerun. So somebody from the company said to us, we want to do an extended version of Cribs kind of thing. I mean, we didn't all sit down and go, let's do this.
Yeah, let's plan it.
It kind of happened on its own, you know. A great mistake, you know.
I don't think so.
I wonder though, if we hadn't have done it, how long would it have taken for
someone
to do it? Still have that. I should have brought it. God, I had a cool bedroom.
You really did.
Oh, that room was so cool.
Is that a swimming pool or a pond?
It's a fucking swimming pool, and the guy that's building it, I'm gonna drown the fucker in it. This has got to be the 24th house that my kids have lived in. We've got crosses going everywhere. There's crucifixes and having them painted on the walls. We've got crucifix door handles. We'll never be able to sell it.
I love the decor. What do you?
Yeah, the house was so cool.
I loved the house.
It was a great
Oh,
house.
I was thinking about this the other day. Like, I wish you guys never sold that house.
I wish you never saw that house.
It made me really sad because I went there a couple of months ago outside.
Dilapidated.
Dilapidated.
Oh, no.
Nobody there. All the windows are like,
Probably
the
buy it.
curtains are drawn. And the garden. You remember how gorgeous our
Would you buy
garden
that again,
was?
that house?
Yeah.
Yeah,
How long did you stay there?
not long enough.
No.
Not long
5
ago.
years.
I made that record there, didn't I?
Yeah.
Yeah,
You
it was a
did.
great recording studio.
That was great.
I just love the process of moving in because you have so many trinkets.
So many bits.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And to move that often with so many bits.
I always joke. I'm like, my mom's a hoarder with a budget. She's got money to spend on her hoarding.
Well, that's what I love about the decor is just the mix of like goth with flowers. You
Yeah,
know?
exactly.
It's just like a beautiful cemetery.
Pretty much. Dead things.
Where do you want to put my gun, Sharon? Under the bed.
Wherever you want to put it.
I'll put it under the bed.
Just, fixing a bayonet.
Your hair.
What are you doing?
Gotta find a bayonet.
Oh, Minnie.
Shut up.
What did you say to them?
Kelly goes, "You guys are so violent," and we both told her to shut up.
You do start a lot of fights in this show, so it's pretty funny that you're calling everyone violent.
I'm just saying.
Some fighting words
I
right
love
there.
the gun under the bed. So many weapons in this
Where the
episode.
hell did that bayonet thing come from?
It was on a sconce. You had like a bayonet sconce.
If somebody were charging down the stairs at night with that, you'd shit yourself.
Yeah, I don't think anyone's breaking into Ozzy Osbourne's house with the guns under the bed. It would be a very scary
Jack
situation.
Yeah, definitely runs in the family.
I've got pictures of them. Jack must have been 5, both in army gear, and both holding rifles.
I could show you a picture I took last week in army gear holding rifles. So,
I love it.
You know,
Kelly, do you
Maybe.
remember what products you were using to get your hair that large?
Fudge.
Fudge,
Yeah.
of course.
Honestly, that's just me rolling out of bed.
It's flawless.
I don't mind the style of your hair.
I
then.
don't mind. I think
I thought
that
it was
my
It's
Kelly.
adorable.
She would not conform in any way, shape, or form.
Really?
Based on your parents. I can't believe it.
I think I
it's
still
so
have that
cute.
handbag.
I see a lot of looks in this show that I'm like,
And that
I
shirt.
wore a version of that for sure.
And it's weird, like I have this box of clothes that was from the Osbournes that got left at my mum's house and then finally made its way back to me, and it's all this stuff.
It's all back.
I know, we can wear it all again.
Anything to do with like the History Channel and the War channels, or all stuff like
The
that.
news channels, okay.
Yes.
Weather in Afghanistan, 2,000 degrees and cloudy.
Because this was
What am I doing?
this was the month that the war started.
Stuck on the weather channel.
It's a very funny joke.
What the fuck is that?
This screen can control basically the whole house. Satellite, and then they've satellite music, CD.
The old Crestron.
What kind of fucking stupid thing?
We didn't give the owners any written instruction. We gave them the remote controls, and then the owners figure out by himself how to work it. So that's how easy it is.
Weak signal, that's about all I know. What's that all fucking day? Weak signal. Jack! Jack! Fucking thing, why can't I get a normal fucking TV, man? I pressed this one button and the shower starts. I'm going, what is this? Where am I, man? It's fucking space age shit. And the nightmare continues. Nightmare in Beverly Hills.
Click satellite.
Yeah, and?
Sure, come on.
We're only buttons to give you a fucking blowjob as well. Let's come on the show. Press blowjob. Well, she's a going to eat you.
I have to drink down into the fucking
Yes.
Do you want to know the irony is the coyotes did eat that cat?
Jack! That cat was so gorgeous. Gus.
German and Japanese warplanes. Tough, reliable cargo planes to airlift troops and supplies into battle.
I love the bonding over war, especially
on
now
and on.
knowing it was the day a war started.
It was literally like we
so
had
sweet.
Afghanistan, like the invasion of Afghanistan was happening the week we moved into the house.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
Do you still drink that much Diet Coke?
I would drink literally a case of Diet Coke a day. Diet Pepsi.
No, you were on Diet Coke, then you went to Diet Pepsi. He flip-flopped.
I was drinking a case of that shit every day.
I
Really
heard
good
that
for you.
You still have that gadget in storage somewhere, I heard, that controls all the...
Yeah, we do.
The massive Crestron controller.
But they
I
still
stopped.
are like that over the remote control on the TV.
Yeah, I was gonna
That
say-
has not changed at all.
No.
It's still the same.
But don't make things fucking simple.
I just like
You gotta have 4 extra arms.
Well, that's why I like Apple TV now, because it's just one remote. You just turn the
I
TV
mean,
turns
the-
on
the-
and it's
the guy-
one little remote.
The company's gonna win if they get one remote that's simple.
We still don't have a blowjob button, though.
No.
Sucks.
Yeah, we gotta really work on that.
It's the future.
It was weird though, because if you look at the show, like the episodic stories, they're so loose. It's more just kind of, there's no real point to them.
Yeah.
You know, there's not like a beginning, middle, end. It's just like scene, 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 scene. And there's very little that like...
There's no story going.
Yeah, there's no arc in any...
filming when we were around 24/7 if we were.
Yeah. It was 9
there
a.m. to 2 a.m.
There's hidden cameras there.
But in the beginning, no produced moments at all.
No.
It's all just you
And
guys.
the produced moments that occurred were like, hey, we're going to bring Dr. Phil in for an episode. Hey, we want you guys to go on vacation.
That's what we love about it. I think even watching it back, the pace of the show is very soothing.
It is,
Yeah.
isn't it?
Reality
I'm
TV
watching
now
it.
is like so quick. It's just like too
I mean,
much.
what they would do.
I'm
the
feeling
edits,
therapized.
Yeah.
the editing was what they would do. They would be filming, see something goofy happened, and then mark. So they'd take that bit out. So it looks like they put them all together. It looks like that's all we do all day. You know?
There actually were, there was comedians that worked on the show in the...
Editing.
Yeah.
Oh, I wonder who.
Yeah, it was one of them I remember. She played the housekeeper in the Brady Bunch movie.
No.
Like the movie that came out in the late
Really?
90s.
I
yeah.
love that
She
movie.
was
I
the-
can't think of
We had
She
who
was
plays
the-
Alice.
Yeah. Yeah, we had comedians that were in the Video Village.
One of them went on to work with Sacha Baron Cohen.
Yes.
Oh, cool.
Yeah, there was a lot of comment because
we had
what
comedians working.
they would watch
in the
it
edit.
and they would just write down things that they thought were funny and that
Yeah.
could turn into jokes. And so that's kind of what they were. They were just basically funny miners.
Oh, okay.
See, the thing is that if you do want to go to the
It's
Tonight
Melinda.
Show, you're going to have to get cracking.
She's still exactly the same.
Simple as that.
Don't you want to see your dad?
I'll see you tonight. That's the Tonight Show.
Oh, really? Ah, I didn't know.
Oh, you are blonde.
Fuck off. Don't you want the Eagles
No.
to see?
Throw it.
Why?
Just throw it. I don't have a
Alright.
answer every question for everything I do.
Fuck off.
Bugger off.
That's the nanny. Fuck off.
I love it. I have so many questions about your room because it seems like an office.
It was a massive room.
It was
But
huge.
it's like
Oh, the best.
so much desk space.
Yeah. I had a lot of space. And then there's like a little divider there, and my bed was on the other side of it. So there was like a living. It was like it was.
living
It was like a it was like a studio apartment. There was like
Yeah.
Do you have a balcony in yours?
I didn't have a balcony. No.
It seemed like you spent a
That
lot
was
of
a
time in
great
there.
home.
I did. I spent a lot of time in that bedroom, doing a lot of drugs in that bedroom.
Nice.
That was a place. It was a dark, dark place.
Oh, so what's that blue?
Yeah,
It's
what
a
is that
punching
blue
thing.
No,
thing?
okay. So there was a skateboard company called Girl, and that was their logo, and
And
they
you're
made
supposed to hit
Look at the
it?
carpet.
kind of yeah. It was just
Punch
meant.
a girl?
Yeah, I know that
All
feels a
right.
little dark.
And what about the alien?
It's just old habits die hard. I've always loved aliens, UFOs, all that junk. Yeah, and then there's a big stick of dynamite too, if you can see that.
Just in case.
I'm still the same. No, I mean look, I've got the jelly bracelets on, which are back in. My nails are painted.
The necklace.
Yeah, that
Yeah.
was
Is back in.
all in at that
The
time.
big frame glasses
Very
Yeah.
with
dark you
the...
look, Chuck.
Yeah, I might have been a better human being when I was 16.
Okay.
Come on. What year is this?
2002.
Okay,
No, this is 2001.
2001, yeah.
This was October 2001.
Of course.
There we were.
I'll never forget 9/11.
You were
Hashtag
with us
never
in
forget.
Yeah, I was.
Never forget it.
Where were you?
New York.
Oh,
Kelly and Sharon.
that's not ideal.
No, it wasn't.
wasn't.
It was like fucking. But all I did was watch it over and over all day on the bus TV. We drove back to LA because the airports were
He
closed.
still watches it.
Oh, so you drove back
From
home.
New York.
Did you get a bus or
Yeah.
just
Yeah,
like
we
a
got a
Well,
tour
Michael
bus.
Jackson. We went to New York because Kelly wanted to go and see Michael Jackson at the
Madison Square Gardens before.
the night before 9/11.
So I have my backstage pass still.
And
And
when
it
he
says
went down,
September night. It's September 10th.
when he went down, a lot of our crew guys were there, and Sharon asked if any way they could get a bus, and they said, "We'll make it work for you."
It was one of Michael Jackson's crew buses that we got.
When the bus pulled up and went, hee hee.
Okay, let's see what's next.
Oh, here he is.
Tonight's show.
Oh, video.
Ozzy? I'm Robert. Oh, big fan too, eh?
The yarn.
Great when I had it.
Tony?
Oh.
Tied up there.
We're going to cut them because they're too long, so we'll
It's TV's Jay Leno.
Give me a CD from my nephew. He's like,
Okay,
I'll bring it back in a
for
minute.
you, really, isn't it?
No, for my nephew Rick, but I'll take one too. Can you send it to Rick?
To Rick.
Rick, R-I-C-K? He wanted to Rick be cool. That's all right.
Yeah.
How old is he?
He's, well, actually, he's like 28.
I'm thinking he's like 16.
No, he's a huge fan.
Look at this one here.
Hold on, wait.
What was I wearing that for?
You were doing Jay Leno's show, and you were doing the music guest.
And that was the shirt you wore in the music video.
Jay seems like a true fan. Like he's nervous. It's very cute because you're
When I
the
went on his
first.
show, I got him in a headlock and just I was jumping around. He was going, don't go too crazy. Don't go too crazy.
Well, I guess because you're the first show of its kind, people just said yes to
Yes.
keep
Yeah.
rolling.
Yeah.
Like, who knows? Because there's no way you would do that now.
It's
you know?
crazy. The people
Jay
that pop
Leno.
up in like season
He was
one.
all right, Joe, though, wasn't he?
Yeah.
Yeah.
But like, so I was good friends with Elijah Wood's little sister, and so like
Hannah.
Elijah Wood is in an early episode, and
Yeah.
then Mandy Moore is in an early episode, and they were just friends of ours. It wasn't like
Yeah.
they got paid or anything like that.
Sure, but no one would probably
No.
do it for free now because
Oh my
it's
God,
like,
no.
I'm not going to be on your show.
Yeah.
Like, what if I say something weird? Love the shirt. It's a great shirt for someone with a lot of cats.
Yeah.
Which
Sharon,
one?
did you get nervous when Ozzy did appearances?
He doesn't like to do it, and especially performing, let alone being interviewed. So he feels uncomfortable in this situation. Yeah.
Yeah. I don't know what to fucking say when I get in. You know, sometimes I'm uncomfortable. Mostly I jab at it because I don't know what to say. You know. But I saw an episode of Conan. Is it one of the episodes? You and I did it.
Yeah. That was funny.
You were in Holland or Amsterdam.
Yeah.
You were in
Yes,
Amsterdam, and he left a note under your
Yeah,
door.
yeah.
Conan was filming at the same
But
time.
he said, don't mention dope.
Yeah.
And at the end, they walk off together down a canal, and Dad goes, "Come on, Conan, let's go to a coffee shop." Because you couldn't say marijuana on TV back then.
Do you remember this, Kelly?
I do remember this. I remember cutting the tassels off his shirt and...
The ready.
Yeah, the red is nice.
It's a good touch. Brings
Well,
out
you
your
guys
eyes.
are matching at this time. Yeah.
Power couple. God.
My little baby girl.
Aw. Okay, here we go.
Stop it.
Why are we married? I bet you do when you go out.
No, I don't think so.
Ah,
Oh, yes, you do.
I bet you go.
Please spare me, seriously.
What's wrong with it?
Too old.
That's very nice. You wait till
Thanks,
you're
Cal.
50. How old are you, sir? What?
How old are we, you're asking?
Are they still like that?
Do you want to know something
Kissy,
crazy,
kissy.
Kelly?
What?
Now you're closer to Mom and Dad's age there than you are now to your age there.
I know.
Wild.
Yeah.
Do you still get grossed out when they kiss?
It's more the sound that gets me.
What's it like?
Oh, it's the sound. She can't stand fucking sound.
The moisture? It sounds like it's really wet.
It is. It's a wet kiss.
Oh,
it's a loud,
please,
smacky,
Kelly.
wet
Clammy.
kiss. And it's really...
Shut up.
It
I
is.
love my wife.
I'm just saying what you asked me, and we're being honest. We're laying it all out on the table. This is therapy.
We're coming clean at the car
I'm
wash.
not a therapist. I just want to clarify. Do you do PDA with your husband?
Not really, no. He also drives me nuts because he loves a kiss, and I'm like, get out of my face, get out of my area.
You should give
I'd kiss all of
instructions.
you right now.
I do.
Give a list of instructions to Sid, what he can do and...
You make me sound like I'm like the difficult one. It's quite the opposite.
Everybody loves a wife with a long list of requests.
My requests are few.
What are they? What are your top 5?
Between.
Do what you say you're going to do.
Mm-hmm.
Don't be late.
Mm-hmm.
No slurping.
No slurping. No chewing loud.
No gum.
No gum.
She comes in the house this morning, she goes, why do you smell cat pee?
I can smell cat. I walked in the house and it was like, hit you like a...
Oh, dare de piss?
It was horrible. And it was like burning my nose.
It's not cat piss, it's Wesley's piss.
No,
it's not Wesley's piss,
no,
Mum. It's
you
cat
guys,
piss.
You guys
It's cat
live
piss.
in fucking squander.
Not squander, squalor.
I'm not
squalor.
sitting in cat piss, am I?
You know what?
Very well might
Hold
be.
on,
No.
hold on. I one time sat in that chair, and I sat in cat piss.
Why did I get this one?
It has been cleaned.
It's been cleaned.
Okay.
I'll tell you what, if I didn't have them during the pandemic, I'd have gone fucking nuts.
You'd have been protesting.
Well, I have a pandemic puppy and she's
Down
the
Melrose.
most
Yeah,
neat,
he would
nuts
have
dog
he would have
you've
gone and
ever seen
looted
in your
Melrose
life.
Max.
Yeah.
Do you know what I thought was really sad? People got pets from the shelter during the pandemic. And when it was over, they gave them fucking back.
Oh, I know. People are awful.
That's sad.
I think it's so wrong.
Leno.
Oh, I remember when we
Oh,
went.
yeah, I remember that. Oh, there's Bobby.
Bobby.
And then Stu. Remember Stu?
Carrie Ann.
Robert.
Why can't you, why do you start this?
Empty
thing?
glass.
Tell me you're going.
Because everyone else heard what we said, and you're the only one that didn't like
But darling, I've explained to you. You have not been standing in front of 30
Oh my God, I heard this every night.
Just write me a note.
Write me a note is so funny. Who are all those people at the table? I feel like you guys are always surrounded
Band
by...
and crew.
Yeah, that's Robert Trujillo is right there at the end. He's now he's the bass player in Metallica now.
Still a good guy though.
Yeah, he's great.
Then there's Carrie Ann, and then I think
There's Big
that's
Dave.
People here.
That's Big Dave.
Lisa Vega's head.
Why do you think it upset you so much that he couldn't hear?
Because he
No,
refused.
that's not the fact that he couldn't hear. Isn't the annoying part? It's the constant repeating.
Oh.
Because you didn't like hearing aids. You wouldn't wear hearing aids for the longest time. And so we would always be like, you'd always be like, what? 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 Because you couldn't hear us. And then eventually...
Your dad's always had selective hearing.
It's selective.
I was gonna say, that sounds like every dad I've ever
it's
met.
selective, that's
You
it.
call this selective hearing?
Oh, here we go.
Get the violin.
Better learn sign language.
No,
He's going deaf.
guys, come on.
This is a peacemaking show.
Oh, do you remember our security guard, Michael?
Oh my God.
My next guest, legendary rocker. Tonight he's performing a song from his first solo album in 6 years, Down to Earth. Please welcome Ozzy Osbourne.
There was, I forget what it was, but I know he was always falling asleep because he was
Yeah.
like the security guy.
The night guy.
The night watchman. And
I thought he was funny.
Very
And he would just look at Dad talking and just go,
I don't understand. He didn't understand one word Ozzy said. No idea.
Ozzy, what is the jewelry that you kiss before watching yourself?
One of my bracelets.
Just for good luck? Did you like watching yourself?
I hate watching myself.
Is it weird to watch yourself watch yourself?
oh wow,
'Cause
this is so
like
layered.
a nightmare.
This is like, we're in the Matrix.
And then if you watch this, then it's
Oh wow.
4 times.
It's
4 times narcissism.
I'm high. Yeah.
I just don't like watching myself on TV.
Yeah.
That's why I didn't watch the show. This is all new to me. I haven't seen bringing back a lot of memories.
You know what the weirdest thing about watching this first episode is, like, who we were when they recorded that episode versus who we were after that episode aired. It completely changed everything.
How long was the gap?
A year?
No. We started in October and they aired the first episode in March. Yeah, and it
Well,
was
as teenagers, that's a long time
That is.
too. Yeah.
But yeah, it's weird thinking about that. Like when we're filming these right here, you were Ozzy Osbourne the musician. You weren't Ozzy Osbourne on TV. We were just kids.
Yeah.
You know, Mum was just a music manager. And so it's funny to watch it now and go, oh wow, like all we were totally unaware of what
it would turn our life into and what we would become.
Yeah, it's kind of strange. It's also weird to peak at 15.
You guys look different when in the second episode too. Were there always so many people around your house?
Yeah. Back
It just
then,
seems
yeah.
very chaotic.
Yeah. Even when now, like, you walk around here, there's, what, any given point, 5 to 10 people in the house at all time.
Next.
I wouldn't fucking talk now, would I? You're the one that goes to fucking all these clubs. Yes, I'm Ozzy Osbourne.
I don't tell anyone. I get it because my friends know the doorman.
Oh, really?
Why don't you shut the fuck up?
Violent.
Shit.
Hey, stop.
Who was that girl on the right?
That was Sarah.
No.
That side,
That's the
I
left.
have to look
The girl
again.
in the right with the plaits.
No idea.
No idea.
That
who
big
she
hat.
was.
Yeah.
No clue.
No clue.
That's hilarious.
I know that is. She looks like some old witch.
She does.
Sharon, was there ever a point where you wanted to intervene when there were fights?
Well,
I
she's
did.
trying to.
I
Look at her.
did. Was that a can of Coke you hit Jack
Yeah,
with?
it was like some. I forgot what it was.
It
was
looked like a pen.
no, it's like a little
A
ornament.
plastic bottle.
Yeah, it's a plastic bottle. That's right.
Is
You
that-
hit me
is that-
right in the
is that
nuts.
putting in the
Look,
Whoa.
in the nuts.
Jesus.
Who's that girl?
Sarah.
Kelly's old friend. Look.
It's unclear what the fight is about a lot of the time.
No hobbity bobbity.
Hubbledy bubbledy bullshit. Yeah.
Has anyone seen the cat?
You haven't seen her?
And I picked her up and I threw her in the kitchen.
Jack is a pretty cool guy. Very, very
No, I'm
mellow,
not.
very easygoing. It's been pretty tough for him because he's kind of the oddball at school. He is friendly with kids at school, but he doesn't socialize with them. Jack isn't one of these kids that'll hang at the mall and go see movies. That's not his life.
Oh, well, he's got a fucking dagger in his hand, that's why. Look.
I think it was pause. What the fuck were you doing to that box?
Stabbing it.
Break
Why?
down the
I was
moving
breaking down boxes.
Kelly, it's helpful.
Just a good stabbaroo. Look.
Cutting the
Die.
tape off.
All boys do that.
Yeah. Have knife, we'll stab.
That is
Jack
the
is like
cutest.
cosplaying
Joint will smell.
as army men.
I was
He's
feeling
a cool guy.
he was definitely not
He
cool.
doesn't hang out at the mall and he's got a dagger and that's great.
Hunting for puss is so funny.
That's Dave. That's Crazy Dave.
Yeah.
Kelly has this thing about just leaving us when it comes to going to the stand. It's her thing. She tells me to fuck off and all this. Kelly's she's a little bitch when it comes to that. Just done TV clubs, and then she kind of just, told me to fuck off, and that was it.
Yeah, so Kelly ditched me and Sarah at the Roxy and went to the Standard.
Yeah.
And just left. And I'd be like, can I get in? She's like, no. And so we were walking down
You seem
Sunset.
genuinely hurt by it in
You know
this
what it was?
way.
Because I was either walk home or get a cab home.
Oh yeah, because you can't. Yeah, it's
So
not like you can Uber or
that
whatever.
was my thing. I was like, well,
Do you remember the taxi number? Is it 276-2251?
yes.
She's dumping your brother.
Dad, he could walk home. It was so close.
Yeah, but it's pretty dark at night. Must have been pretty late.
Oh man.
I did, but Kelly thinks she's so cool. She's such a bitch.
Yeah, you do look very cool after the setup where you make it sound like he doesn't have any friends. Now he's surrounded by girls.
I was living my best life at 15.
I
told you, it's tough to watch this knowing I peaked at 15. It's all been a steady downhill since then.
Yeah, and what? It looks like.
At first, I thought that was Jack.
No, that's QAnon shaman before he
That's
stormed
what
the
I was
Capitol.
gonna say. I recognize him from Pelosi's desk.
You remember the guy that did January 6th? He was dressed as a fucking
Viking.
Viking.
Had the horned helmet that went into the Capitol during the riot.
Oh yeah.
Now you got the Burberry
scarf.
scarf.
You know, I stepped it up a notch.
That's a scarf change. Mm-hmm.
It's all about the scarves.
But wait, can we talk about something real quick? We're walking out of On the Rocks, which is a 21 and over bar that we were allowed to not only drink, but film ourselves while we were
drinking
in a 21 and over bar.
Yeah.
Like, 2002 was a fucking wild time.
Yeah.
If everyone thinks America's crazy now, my kids would never, I would never allow my kids to do that.
What would you do if you found out your kids were doing that?
If I found out my kids were doing that, I don't know. I think there would be some pretty significant consequences.
Your mom's made a face.
What?
Do you feel judged?
Oh, hang on a second. Okay.
Go, here we go.
You parent the same way to us your parents parented you.
Yeah.
Yes.
No, that's not true.
That's
we don't
the
get
biggest
beaten.
fucking lie all you've ever told us is about how shit your parents
Don
were.
Arden's daughter.
But does she parent the same way that Don parented her?
Absolutely.
You don't have to go to school. Come, I'm going to see this band tonight. I must have been 5 years of age. Come, we're going on tour from fucking newborn. Same thing.
I don't know. I'd choose to do things
How
differently.
do you think it's different?
2024 versus 2001 is a very different time.
LA was very friendly.
Very safe.
It was very sad.
Yeah.
Like the fact that I would walk everywhere.
All of these clubs had known Ozzy and I for years. So it was all run, and the waitresses and everybody knew Ozzy and I. So it wasn't like...
I mean, if anything had gone wrong, we'd have had a phone call in 5 seconds.
The whole of the Strip, everywhere they went, everybody knew us for years.
Yeah.
But at this time, the Strip was still like hopping. Because
Yeah.
I feel like
there
now...
was no cruising signs on the street, and people's night consisted of driving up and down Sunset Strip, and it was crazy. It was so much fun.
It seemed really fun.
What it was like back then, and knowing that we were like the last generation to ever be
Now,
a part of that.
Can I ask you two a question? Did you have fun being kids?
Oh my God, I had the best fucking childhood.
Did you?
Yes, but no, like, just because of what I know of myself now, I would have benefited from more structure.
No, you wouldn't.
I wish I wouldn't have left school. I wish they would have been a little bit harder on like staying in school.
I always said to you, you can always go back.
Yeah, but it's not that easy.
You can do a home tutor.
It is. You can go back. You can
do
do whatever you want.
Great, you can do a home tutor.
It's
But
not.
we couldn't even get you to school.
Next.
Jack can do anything he wants to, say anything he wants, talk all this shit, but if it comes back to him, he just freaks.
Dad,
Why don't you ask your own?
Dad, I have. She won't do fuck all. She goes, oh, I will, but she hasn't, and she won't. Dad, I'm really about to lose it with her. She ditched Sarah, who's supposed to be her best friend, and just left us. If it wasn't for me, she'd still be at a fucking mall with her dumb friends.
Jack, I really understand, but you gotta understand where I'm coming from. I love you all. I love you more than life itself. But you're all fucking mad.
Someone might have been a little little sauced that night.
I know, you seem like genuinely upset, but also amped
That
up
was the
on
one.
something.
By the way, I was sampling the grape.
Yes,
having
yes,
the
and
grape
other
juice.
stuff, I'm sure.
Well, that quote, "You're all fucking mad," it became like merch and one
Yeah.
of the most like requested. Why do you think people related to that so much?
Well, Jack come home one day and he says to me, "Dad, can I ask you a question?" I said, "What's that, Jack?" He says, "Do you want people laughing at you or with you?" I said, "Jack, as long as they're laughing, I couldn't give a fuck. That is entertaining."
It's better than fucking crying.
What?
It's better than
Better
crying.
than fucking crying. You're right there, Mama.
Yeah, you seem to say similar things about the kids and pets a lot of the time, where it's just like, "I love you to death, but this is chaos." Yeah.
I mean,
Yeah,
the kids,
it is.
These kids were never short of a fucking daily drama.
And when it wasn't us causing daily drama, it was you guys.
Well, it seems to run in the family, I was gonna say. 'Cause
we're all very dramatic.
even just over
What
the...
do you mean doing what?
Me? You were, Dad, you were...
What was...
Oh, I'm sorry. I didn't realize that you became famous for not being dramatic.
Ozzy will call me and it's as if he's having a heart attack. I'm like, "Oh my God, what's the matter? Can you turn my light out?" And you're like, "Don't use that tone when you call me because I automatically think something has happened to him." But dramatic.
Okay, you're not dramatic.
No.
Not Mom.
Mum's.
You guys might be...
Put it to the vote. Is Mum dramatic or not?
Yes.
Hands up.
Yes. I don't get a vote, Sharon. I'm
Would
sorry.
you say at times
rude.
Mum's a little bit more dramatic than me? Hands
Oh,
up.
no. Can I tell? No. Can I tell you? Yes, because when Mum gets her head on, where she's like, "There's fucking shit everywhere." When the Kraken gets released, there's no stopping.
That's what you call it.
Yeah. There's no.
What's the Kraken?
The Kraken is Karen. When Karen comes out of... When Sharon
Karen
turns into
Osbourne.
Karen...
I call it the dark one. When Sharon turns into the dark one.
A wobbler.
Wobbler.
Who do you think's more dramatic, you or Jack?
I think Jack. Blood on the floor, blood on the walls, blood everywhere.
I don't think that's.
Who says
yeah, I'm gonna
that?
go ahead and say probably not. maybe there's
I
been...
think you're both the same.
Siblings. I have a lot of them too. They're all fucking crazy. But I'm fine.
You're fine.
Next.
winning at life.
Life can be so sweet. Love can be so fine. I know I'm complete when I hold your hand in mine.
What did you say to
Stop
him?
shouting at me.
Oh.
Who's dramatic now?
Those are play fights though, right?
Yeah, they're play fights.
Those are play fights, but
they're
then Dad
sweet.
yelling at me I don't think was a play fight.
Trying to get stoned in the front room.
It's important.
I was just trying to put my boots on.
Did play fights ever turn into real fights?
Yeah.
All the
Yeah.
time.
A lot, yeah. Definitely.
Yeah.
And then the bayonets come out.
And I always used to say, somebody's going to get hurt.
It's all fun and games.
And did they? Were there any hospitalizations?
No.
No, not from like play
Not
fights.
between me and Jack, no.
Next.
Jack and Kelly are still fighting. My husband's still moaning because he still can't work the remote control. But at least we finally moved into the house. We're home.
Oh, can you imagine the neighbors when they see that at the door?
Some think that I'm a son of a gun, but I'm out to have some fun.
Who are they?
Are they real neighbors or
No, those aren't real neighbors.
What?
That's Satan's head.
It was above the door.
Yes.
And I think that's Pan,
right.
not Satan.
Where is that now?
We got rid of it.
Why?
Because it was like
Stop
a
tapping,
bit
Dad.
much. It was a bit much, Dad.
I like that.
Oh,
It's
well,
all right, because she sold a bunch of my stuff too that I'm upset about.
What?
Remember my Chrome Heart bag? Yeah.
What bloody Chrome Heart?
I had a Chrome Heart satchel
Do you know, it's like-
that you
it's
sold at
like
the auction,
when
and I
Mum
went
goes
into
through
a...
my wardrobe, and I go, what happened to that coat I used to like? She doesn't like it. It disappears in the night.
You know, Mum would do like the auctions and stuff. And start clearing out the storage unit.
You guys did it, episode 1. That wasn't so
No,
bad,
that
right?
wasn't bad.
No,
There were highs, there were
So the
lows.
basement tape.
It was a lot of fun. I didn't think it was going to be so much fun. I really enjoyed it.
I know, I was worried at first. You were like, and you were
It was a
getting
lot
it.
of fun.
I mean,
a nice trip down memory lane.
It's hilarious.
It brings back a lot of memories. And besides, I've never seen it before.
That's so fun to watch it with you guys. Like, what a treat. But it's not so bad. We're only going to do like 60 more.
Yeah.
Thanks. Right.
Alrighty.